Great to have you join us on another episode of Arthouse. I'm Melinda Akinlami. Time to check out our lineup. A solo exhibition by this female artist in Lagos. To another who is no stranger to the show. Then it's off to River State to enjoy this family exhibition, the second in the series. We'll enjoy that and more when Arthouse returns in a moment. Do stay with us.
Art does not need anybody to exist.
Let's begin with this group exhibition titled Our Realities, Family and Livelihood Series at the Moriri Gallery in Port Harcourt, River State.
Grace Dixon, it was an honor to declare you. Thank you so much.
The next edition of Our Realities, a family and livelihood exhibition, continues at the Moriri Gallery in Port Harcourt, the River State capital. Dignitaries from all walks of life grace the opening ceremony and share thoughts on how creatives can be encouraged to contribute their quota to enhance the economic value chain and improve the country's GDP.
I'm not surprised to see a crop of academics who have come to showcase their works. As the director used the word to describe one of the participants, the presentations are eclectic. There are quite a lot of persons who love art, who have come to see, and collectors that have come to see. So River State is really bustling with the academic, the art fair, and we are happy with what is going on. So today is another day that marks that environment that tells us that art is thriving in River State. And I believe with what the director is doing, we will go further than what we are experiencing now.
Some very exciting works by a mix of male and female academicians, and some of them have come with paintings, with mixed media, and with sculptural pieces. So today I would say Moriri Gallery is happy to be that platform where artists in this Niger Delta region exhibit. Before now, we've seen a dearth, we've seen a situation where so many artists, they create works, but they don't have the encouragement of creating more works because they do not have galleries around here in Port Harcourt. But since we set out to do what we're doing, we've been able to see an improvement in people going back to the studios to create more art pieces.
while other visitors ask individuals, corporate bodies and government to support the bold steps taken by the gallery to display these works of art done in various media.
These environments, I usually reflect on some of the conferences I've attended out of this country, and when we come across these challenging situations and we present these challenging situations, people usually ask, what do you do as an academic, as a top-notcher in the arts environment? What do you do? Quite a lot of challenges that we are facing. If only we as individuals were able to come together to see how we will be given an encouraging environment, I think art will thrive much better than this.
The images explore different themes in sync with this essence of the exhibition.
What I have seen here today are based on the theme of the exhibition. Some works have been extremely captivating. Some are not so impressive, I must say so. There's nothing to improve. An artwork is nothing for you to improve because it's a technique and a style and interpretation of the person, right? So it's for you to look at it, decide what you want to take out of it. If you want to collect the person's work, you do. But a question of improvement, there's nothing to improve here because these are seasoned people and it's their technique, it's their style, it's their interpretation. You like it, you take it. You don't like it, go somewhere else.
Art is sustained by the passion of the artist. You know, it's not so much about I have a mentor, or my dad asked me to read art or to study art, my mom asked me to study art. No, you must identify something in you that's cue to the area of fine art. And I tell people that art is spiritual.
For the gallery director, Kayode Adeoti, the goal is to keep showcasing the brilliance in the creative space despite the odds.
For us, we think that what we're doing here as a gallery, which is creating a platform for people to show their works, we think this kind of initiative should be expanded around the country to the extent that artsmen, craftsmen, artisans will have a platform to showcase what they create. Because where you are not able to showcase what you create, it means that you don't have patronage. And when you don't have patronage, then you're not encouraged to continue to create. So I am so excited with the fact that in Nigeria now, we have a Ministry of Art, Culture, and Creative Economy. So I think that is actually speaking to the fact that we have untapped potential in the country, and we can go across to the nitty-gritties, the nooks and crannies of the country in different local governments to find talented people.
There are many untapped talents in the country, and this exhibition intends to keep bringing their works of art to the fore so the world can appreciate beauty, ingenuity, and talent.
Lovely works of art there. Now we return to Lagos to see some of the lovely collage and mixed media paintings exhibited by Sylvester Aguda.
This solo exhibition by divinely inspired artist Sylvester Aguda is to give viewers a tour through his latest body of works, which always projects the rich array of color on the African continent.
This exhibition is an exhibition of collage and mixed media works of Sylvester Aguda. The messages here in the works displayed is Sylvester celebrating Africa, celebrating his journey as a man who was, a family man, celebrating his experiences growing up as a child. If you look at the works here, you get to see the depiction of women. So Sylvester is an ardent promoter of African women. He's also a firm believer in gender equality. So the works here just celebrates Africa, celebrates our communal living as a people, and celebrates nature, celebrates culture.
This artist is not around to take us through his latest artistic journey as depicted in the body of works, but his curator does the honors.
Here you see some works. We have some maxes. You see some maxes. So those maxes celebrate the different culture. We have maxes that is titled Ajoye. Especially came from maxes you can find in Idoma. That's celebrating strength. You find another piece which is titled Emily. And when you look at that piece is showing an African woman in her glory, an African woman in her beauty. You have other pieces too that shows kingdoms and communal living. This is one thing we are known for here in Africa. We are quite communal in the way we do our things. We believe in reaching out to a brother or a sister, and Sylvester celebrates that with us as a people.
Besides that celebration of people, places and culture, the message the artist is trying to pass across is key, using colors to encourage people to keep pushing, regardless of what life throws at them.
Sylvester is saying that, never give up. There are times when it may look like it is gloom, it is dark, just keep pressing forward. The works here to also advocate for mental health. Sylvester is a strong advocate of that, using colors to talk about, the different moods in which you find people.
Sylvester artwork is just amazing. I love it, particularly, and most of his works is a kind of African beauty, and it's just different. It's not something common. So it's very powerful. Anytime, any moment, like me, it's not something that I see it everywhere. So once you see it, you know that this belongs to Sylvester Aguda. So his work is so amazing.
Works of art exhibited in this hall in Lagos as a reminder of the vibrancy in the African society seen in our communal lifestyle, festivals, apparels and traditions.
Sylvester did not disappoint as usual. Now let's take a moment on the program. Arthouse returns with more. Do stay with us.
And these are the works of art you sent in recently. Let's begin with Wilson Felix, acrylic on canvas piece called Staying Up All Night. Lady Drummer, the second in the series, is an acrylic on canvas work by Esther Obiru. Joy Within, that's how Theophilus Agunwa captures this fabric on canvas piece. Then we move on to this work called Damfo. It's just capturing the yellow buses in Lagos. It's an oil on canvas piece by Ajewole Abiodun. My Village, that's how Habib Mustafa has coined this work of art, done with pastel on chipboard. And Ezekiel Benga is using his strokes to capture the popular musician called Asha. Royal Queens is an acrylic on canvas piece by Babatunde Ogunlade. Then we wrap things up with this piece done with acrylic on canvas by Innocent Chikezie called A Trivial Matter. That concludes the works of art you sent in recently. We appreciate you for sending them in and encourage you to always keep them coming.
Be Here Now is the solo exhibition by this contemporary female artist at Yewa Gallery in Lagos.
Black tea, ink, charcoal, pastel, and acrylic, which celebrate the figurative expressions of newness, have been brought to the fore by Laju Sholola in her solo art exhibition titled Be Here Now at Yenwa Gallery, Lagos.
This exhibition by Laju Sholola is with figurative works in a monochrome tone. You know, when people walk in, it kind of gives like a coffee aesthetic, but her medium, of course, is tea ink with charcoal, and it creates this serene, calming mood and essentially invites you into the subject's world. And you have portraits and figures where there's one or two or even up to three sharing space. And I think that it really invites the audience to reflect and think about themselves, their inner moments, and also the relationships that they have in their lives.
This artist uses earthy tones and subtle colors to capture the tender, bold, and candid emotions of womanhood.
My work generally comes from a personal place. They are from my personal experiences sometimes, and I find it easier to project some of my ideas into a female, which is why you find mostly women in my work. So I believe that with time, as I evolve in my practice, I'll begin to introduce male figures. But in this time, because I'm telling personal stories of reflection, of growth, self-discovery, I'm channeling all of those ideas into the female form, which it just allows me easily express myself.
I've been working with Laju for a very long time, I think since 2018, actually, I should say. So it's been working that closely. I've seen her style evolve, staying very true to herself, but getting more confident, getting more distinct. And we were working on this show for about a year. I remember we got together and looked at what we thought was the final show, looking at all the pieces, wondering, is this it? Is this what you want to say as your first solo exhibition, and we actually gave it a few more months while she worked on developing a few more pieces, which actually did make it into the show. And so I'm so excited because it feels like a very complete show. I love that the works are linked. You know it's the same artist, you know it's the same thought process, and yet you can see the points of departure, you can see where her aesthetic is going, where her technique is going, and that's really exciting for me to see that she still has so much more to show us.
The message is also pertinent, seen in works like Lucid Dreams, Rest, Daydream, All Her Glory, Twofold Series, Be Here Now Series, Reverie Series, amongst others.
Be Here Now exhibition really is about the profound power of stillness. It's sending a message on decluttering our minds, leaving back or leaving behind, unnecessary distractions, and just fully soaking up the things that are happening around us. We find that most times we're constantly distracted by a variation of things, and the exhibition is really just bringing us back to the moment to allow us enjoy what we see, the things we have, and just really embrace that.
Although this self-taught artist is having her first major solo exhibition, she has participated in many shows, from the Evanston Art Center, Medium Things, Mitochondria Gallery, USA, Combi Projects, UK to Art 10 Lagos, UK to Art X Lagos, Soto Gallery, Yenwa Gallery, Angels and Muse, Bloom Art Gallery, Raleigh, as well as Wunika Mukin Gallery, Lagos.
What a great display there by Laju. And there's more where that came from, but that will be on the next episode of Arthouse.
On Arthouse next week. Arewa, an exhibition about northern Nigeria at Yemisi Sherlon Museum. Beyond Art, a creative program by young artist Zikora Nwakwo for children in Lagos. We encourage you to keep liking, sharing, and viewing our page so more people can enjoy the ever bubbly and ingenious art scene in the country.
Your Arthouse experience doesn't have to end when the show is not on television. Interact with us on our various social media platforms. See any edition of Arthouse on our website or YouTube page. Join our very interactive Facebook page by joining the group on Arthouse on Channels. We're everywhere.
That's Arthouse this week. Thank you so much for being great company, and I look forward to interacting with you on our various social media platforms. I'm Melinda Akinlami. See you next time.